Before we wrap up, I want to share something that's been helping make our meetings a lot more manageable. With teams spread across locations and so many discussions happening each week, keeping track of decisions and action items can get tricky. That's definitely true. Half the time, it feels like we are choosing between taking notes and actually participating in the conversation. Exactly. That's why we started using Gemini to take notes during Google Meet sessions. Instead of worrying about capturing every detail, the focus can stay on the discussion itself. I wanted to bring this up with everyone here today because this is something we plan to expand across the team. It's been working well, and I think it can help all of us stay more engaged during meetings without losing track of what's decided. So this is something we'll be using going forward? Yes. The goal is to start using Gemini more consistently, especially for meetings where follow-ups and action items matter. I don't want to rush through it today, though.
That makes sense. It sounds useful, but it'd be good to see how it fits into everyone's workflow.
Exactly. Let's do this. We'll schedule a short session tomorrow to walk through how Gemini works for meeting notes and follow-ups. That way, everyone can see it in action and ask questions. For now, just keep in mind that this is something we're moving toward. Tomorrow's discussion will help us align on how we use it going forward. Thanks everyone for joining. I wanted to use this time to talk about how we're going to use Gemini more consistently moving forward, especially during meetings. With teams working across locations and a full meeting schedule every week, keeping track of discussions, decisions, and action items has become more complex than it needs to be. That makes sense. Meetings move quickly, and it's hard to capture everything without missing parts of the conversation. Exactly. Taking notes is important, but it can also be distracting. When you're focused on writing everything down, it's easy to lose track of what's actually being discussed. That's why we've started using the Take Notes with Gemini feature in Google Meet. How do we actually turn that on during a meeting? It's pretty simple. First, open Google Meet on your computer. Go to meet.google.com and make sure you're signed in to your Google Workspace account. Next, choose the meeting you want to join from the list of your upcoming events. If the meeting hasn't started yet, you can either join early or wait for it to begin. Once you're in the Google Meet call, look to the top right of your screen and click the option labeled Take Notes with Gemini. After enabling this feature, Google Meet will inform all attendees that notes are being taken. A small pencil icon will appear on everyone's screen to let them know that the note-taking feature is active. Once you click Start Taking Notes, the meeting minutes will automatically be added to a new Google Doc, and anyone included in the calendar invite within your organization will have access to this document. If you join the meeting late, you can refresh the summary so far feature to catch up on anything you may have missed. If you need to stop taking notes, perhaps for confidential discussions, you can do so anytime. All internal participants can stop the notes, but if host controls are enabled, only the host or co-hosts will have this ability.
So we don't have to do anything else once it's running?
That's right. Gemini starts taking notes in the background while the meeting continues. When the meeting ends, you stop the note-taking, and Gemini creates a Google Doc with the meeting notes. What happens to those notes after that? The notes can be reviewed, edited, and shared with everyone who attended. This makes it easy to see what was discussed, what decisions were made, and what actions need to happen next. It also gives us a record we can refer back to later. That would definitely help with accountability. It does. It keeps everyone aligned and avoids confusion later. And Gemini doesn't stop at just capturing notes. Once the notes are in Google Docs, we can ask Gemini to do more with them.
Like what?
For example, we can ask Gemini to summarize key decisions, create an agenda for the next meeting, or draft a follow-up email reminding everyone of their action items. We might prompt it with something like, create a follow-up email reminding attendees of their action items, and then quickly customize the draft.
That would save a lot of time after meetings.
Exactly. You can also work with specific parts of the notes. If there's a long section that needs to be clearer, you can highlight just that text and ask Gemini to reduce it to a 2-line summary.
What if the follow-up needs information from another document?
That's another helpful feature. You can use the @ symbol, select the document you want to reference, and tell Gemini what you want to do with it. This makes it easier to pull in goals, project details, or previous notes without switching between files. This feels like it would make meetings much easier to manage overall. That's the goal. Starting tomorrow, we'll begin using Gemini note-taking in our meetings and see how it supports better focus, clearer follow-ups, and more efficient collaboration across the team.